Passing Dream Team. Today I'll be making a zucchini pasta with chicken and bell peppers. This is just a dinner that I like to do if I'm kind of in a rush or needs to be on the go. Something that's not going to take very long but will also fill you up. So if you'd like to see how I make this recipe, stay tuned. On how many people you're trying to feed, I am just doing 2 of us in this household, and then obviously leftovers for lunch tomorrow. But usually I'll just do 2 zucchinis. I've already cut the tops off and the bottoms off, as well as wash them. And easiest way to make the pasta that I found, I have a veggie bullet, which is super easy and accommodating because all you do is you just set up the blade of how you want it, and then you press the button and automatically spiralize it. So that's what we're gonna do first. I'm gonna put the first one in. It's kind of loud. And then I just take out the blade safely, pull out the rest of the zucchini that's in there, and basically you'll have like some spiralized zucchini. This one's really long, so I'll probably like break it up, but basically that's what it looks like. Turns it into pasta strings. Just because I think pasta is super heavy, like natural pasta with wheat and stuff like that is super heavy, and plus I have eczema, and I've noticed that a lot of my eczema is gluten induced, so I have to stay away from gluten, which is a lot of it's impossible to get gluten-free pasta. But it's kind of just more healthier, a little bit lighter on the stomach, so that's what we're using. So after I have spiralized all my zucchini, the next thing I do is basically cut up all my bell peppers or whatever vegetables you're gonna use. Sometimes I'll use bell peppers, sometimes I use mushrooms, just depending on what we have in the kitchen. This is kind of just what we have left because we have to go grocery shopping tomorrow, but this is what I have right now. So basically I've already cut the top off of the green bell pepper. I'm basically going to take out all the seeds because I'm not gonna want that in the pasta. Oh, look it. This bell pepper was already starting to grow another one. Interesting. So yeah, I'm basically just going to chop this up as best as possible. I've already washed this and pre-cleaned it. But basically what you're gonna wanna do is just chop it into little pieces. The knife very safely. Always use knife safety. Just got the chicken. I've already pre-defrosted it and pre-rinsed everything, so it's still kind of frozen. It's not completely thawed out. As you can tell, it still has ice on it. One at a time. Basically with the chicken, all I'm going to do is cut this up into small pieces, as small as possible. And with this one, I'm gonna put it in. With the chicken, I'm not going to worry about how big or how small I'm cutting this up, just so I think it's enough size to make enough. But I like that the chicken is still solid. It's not super slimy and gooey because it makes for an easier cut when I'm trying to cut chicken that is usually super slimy and disgusting. No one likes slimy chicken, and if you do, well, almonds to you. But if you guys have any preference on what types of cooking videos you want to see, let me know. Kind of the reason why I started to decide to do YouTube is just because I have a lot of time on my hands. I mean, I work a lot and I go to school, but on my free time, I'm just sitting around, or I'm cooking, or I'm watching YouTube, and I'm like, why am I sitting here watching other people's YouTube videos when I could be just making my own? So kind of some of the things that I'll be posting is more vlog style, or me cooking a meal, or, you know, beauty routines, my morning routine, my nighttime routine, different brands that I've tried out, just because I know a lot of people nowadays are starting to struggle with like eczema, psoriasis, and that's something I've always struggled with since I was little. So a lot of the face moisturizers or cleansers that I use are more organic. You can still buy at Sephora. They don't have a lot of chemicals in it. There's certain chemicals that I can't use on my face, or else I'll break out in a severe allergic reaction, which happened to me last night actually. We ate, what did we eat? We had, oh, garden salad fries. I made garden salad fries. And something that was in the food, I don't know what it was, made me break out into a severe eczema, inflamed. My arms were covered, super red. All right, so now that we have cut and prepped everything, we're going to move to cooking it. So I'm gonna turn my stove on to medium heat. I have an electric stove, which I absolutely hate and despise. Some salt. I don't really measure out my seasoning, so we'll put some salt in there. I'm also going to put some black pepper, of olive oil, just so it doesn't stick to the pan. I'd probably say like a teaspoon of oil to mix it all around so all the chicken is covered with salt and pepper and olive oil. And we're basically just going to let that cook for now. And then next to it, I'm going to start that and put it on medium heat as well. And that's when I'm going to take my bell peppers and saute oil as well, just so they don't stick to the bottom and burn. And I'm probably going to do about a teaspoon in there to use for the bell peppers. And I basically just move the bell peppers around to make sure that they're all fully covered in oil, just so they don't stick. And I'm kind of just gonna let this go until it starts to simmer. I'm gonna turn this heat up a little bit. Okay, so now that the chicken has been cooked and the bell peppers have been cooked, I kind of get a deep dish pan that's pretty big, and I turn that on to about medium heat. And I'm gonna pour olive oil again into my pan. And I'm gonna do about a teaspoon as well. And then you're going to want to take your zucchini noodles and pour that into there. Make sure you get all that out. I am in a rush and I don't have time to make homemade pasta sauce, I will get the Prego traditional Italian sauce. It's not really the healthiest, but it's the fastest when we got things to do, place to go. So once it's been simmering for about 5 minutes, I usually take it off the heat and then just serve. So if you guys like this video, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next week with a new video. Bye.